So today we're going to look at how you can maintain your triathlon training whilst in lockdown. You've probably got lots of smug mates down the triathlon club who've got fancy watt bikes, turbo trainers, things like that, and you're thinking, I can't afford one of those, what am I going to do? But fear not, I'm going to show you how you can do this with just what you've got in your house. So I'm just sitting on my bike normally, and what I've done is I've just taken the chain off. I don't know if you can see that down there. And I find this works really well. I found that with even some of the more expensive turbo trainers and watt bikes, it can be really hard to pedal. It's a lot of effort. Whereas with this, it's really easy. I mean, I've been doing this for 3 or 4 minutes. I'm not even sweating. It's great, so crack on. So you can't get outside. You can't go to the gym to use the treadmill. How are you going to run? Well, simple. Get some simple washing up liquid. Pour it on your stairs, like this. And then simply try and run up the stairs. Easy. This method has the added advantage that if your trainers are a little dirty, maybe you've got some dog muck on them or something, you can, it'll clean them off quite nicely. So you probably see a bit of dog muck left on the carpet down there. So I know what you're thinking right now. You're thinking, Andy, that's some great tips you've given us for training so far, but how am I going to keep my swim training going? Particularly as you've probably put on a bit of weight with the lockdown and the bath's not going to be big enough. So don't fear, I've got some top tips for you here that you can do with just things that you've got around the house. So what you're going to need for this is a couple of biscuits. You can see here. The plates are optional. I tend to use those for hygiene, but you can, alternatively, you can just hoover the carpet if you can be bothered. As you can see, I've used plain digestive biscuits here, but this will work equally well with anything really. You can use jammy dodgers, custard creams, even ginger nuts will work for this. The other thing you're going to need is a pan with some water. Now I find a wok works very well for this, but you could use a washing up bowl, a saucepan, whatever you like. So what you need to do is place the biscuits just out of arm's reach. Just about that. And then, important to put your goggles on for this. Okay. And then simply swim. Whilst trying to reach the biscuits. It's more effective if you do it when you're really hungry. Delay the training process. The other advantage of this technique is extremely versatile. So, for example, if you're training for a sea swim, simply add some salt to the water. If you're training for a sea swim in a particularly polluted area, you can, if you can get hold of some, just add some toilet paper. It doesn't have to be quilted. Any toilet paper will simulate what it's like to swim in a particularly polluted sea or river area. And then simply use the same technique as you did before.